So I don't have an introduction for this podcast. I'm still very indecisive when it comes to shit like that. But I go by Tony Oddball. This is an odd conversation with a very special guest.
Mighty Muds, what's up?
Mighty Muds, man. Shit, you were definitely the talk of the east of the river, man. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, everyone, almost everybody from like Hollow, Zay, Max, like they've all like had high remarks of like you and like all that you do for everybody else. And so, before we get into all that you do, I kind of want to like start with some like basic questions, get those out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. So basically, we'll start off with like where you're from and what kind of got you into photography and much more.
I'm from Southgate, California. My dad, he was. How do I explain it? I don't know how to explain his job title, but I would say he was kind of like an agent / manager. He was like a manager for like those the Riveras, like the Spanish singers, the Jenny Rivera, Lupillo Rivera, Juan Rivera, all those people.
Okay.
So he was doing that, and before that he was doing his own stuff with his music, and then he started doing with that, and then after that, I don't know, there was like some sort of thing happened, and my dad wanted to do like his own music like company, so he made Perico Records, and while making that, he was signing bands, and as he was signing bands, they needed photos, so he wanted me to take the photos, the band photos, the cover photos, along with going to the shows with him. Like whenever he would go, he'd want me to take the photos and take the video, like the live videos. So he gave me like a camera when I was like 14, I think.
14, okay.
From there, I was just it was just like a little thing that I just did. I didn't really think much of it, but yeah, I guess since like 14, I started doing it.
Okay, for sure. Did you listen to the Riveras like prior to that, or was that like kind of like your into?
No, that's all my dad's stuff. That's all his music taste. I didn't really have like a music taste until like 15, 16.
Okay, and where is it at right now?
Where's who at? What do you mean?
Like where's your taste in music?
Oh, that's a little bit everywhere. I like I like obviously hip hop, and I don't know how to explain the other music I'm into, but like I would say the bands would be, or like the groups would be anything locally, obviously. Anything from rhyme sayers, anything from that regards, or like old school like Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and Gangstar and all that stuff. My wife listens to like fucking Dance Gavin Dance and Circus Survive and all that stuff, so I curiously like listen to that too.
Okay, for sure, man. Cool. So yeah, you already kind of like touched on like when you first started doing photography, 14 years old and such. I do want to kind of salute you on keeping the work coming through. Like I seen somebody like what was it? People will tag you on like Instagram posts talking about like a FaceTime photo shoot or something like that, right?
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so
I was doing that like after like 2 weeks of the whole quarantine thing. I was one of the ones that was like, as soon as I don't know, I was like staying. I was like staying in that first month of March, and then after that, I was like kind of taking. I was catching up. I was catching up on things, on like projects and stuff, and then I was like quickly like finishing everything. So I was kind of like trying to find a thing to like procrastinate, but like still kind of be creative. So like I saw this photographer I follow that I really liked. I saw him do it, try it. And then something happened where like he deleted all his stuff, and like he deleted all his page and everything. So he was the only one that I saw doing it. I was like, what the fuck? And then no one was doing it. So then I tried it out, and I tried it out with like 5 or 6 people, like in like 2 days or 3 days. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, I did the same exact shit pretty much with this whole podcast. Like I've been doing interviews like off and on, but very like inconsistent. Like before all this. And I think like after 2 weeks into the quarantine, I was like, I want to try to get something done, and so I just did like a shot in the dark, and that's how I got an interview with Chewy from back, from like the Below System Records group and stuff. And
Okay.
and so like ever since then, it just started like snowballing from there. So that's where we here are today.
Yeah,
But
it usually happens like that with podcasts. Once you get the ball rolling, it just starts rolling.
yeah, absolutely. And so like me, I'm like, are you like really like, I guess like in touch, like down to the roots when it comes to photography? Like you kind of like know what kind of photography that you really are into? Because I'm still learning as it is, as you can probably tell. But
Right.
like this podcast, I do want to try to like share and like expose like more creatives to like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just locally or from like across the country or something. And so, so like me, like aside from you, like I don't know too many photographers. I do like this dude named Oseki. He's like a film photographer, and I don't know if that's like something that you're into because you do a lot of portraits, no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Is that like the only thing like you kind of like focus on, or you go into other types of photography as well?
I try to do a little bit of everything, but I think that's probably I didn't even know that was my specialty until my friend categorized himself as a portrait photographer, and then I was looking at my photos and I was like, oh shit, I guess I am kind of like that too.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I shoot a little bit of everything. The only thing I don't shoot is like buildings, like architecture, like landscapes like that. I don't really. I don't know. I can't find my niche, my field. I don't get it. I can't get it. I can't get it the way other people get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Are there any like photographers that you're like real fans of that you look for every type of work they put out?
That dude that I was following that deleted all his stuff. I really liked his. His name's Andrew Quesada, I think.
Mm-hmm.
My homie Gadzooks is always dope. I always like seeing his work. My other homie LA_reflections, I think. I knew him from work. And then fucking he told me he shot photos, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I looked up his Instagram, and she was popping as fuck, and I was like, oh shit, I was like for real. So I really like seeing his. His is more like landscapes. I like his thing. His is more landscapes, more low rider stuff like that, which was always great. And the other dude that I fucking work with, Mobius, I always like seeing his photos too.
For sure. And what does videography come into play?
I mean, seriously, probably like 6 years ago. But like, ever since I got the camera, I was pretty much just filming like a lot of stuff, whether it be like family stuff or like the band stuff that my dad would tell me. I was filming like my friends in high school. I was filming my friends like in college. I was filming just a lot of stuff. Like I've pretty much documenting. I've been documenting since around that age, so like 16 or so. Like some of the vlogs that I have, I made a recent one that I have. It's an episode about like my old house, the house that I grew up in, and I put clips of like the house before we moved, and then I showed the house after we moved. So like it was just like it was a real crazy emotional thing. And then my mom saw the video and she was like crying because like I captured it so well, and she didn't know that I shot video like that back then. And I was like, well, that's how it was. I guess I already kind of knew what I wanted to do back then. So it's pretty crazy seeing it from kind of full circle type of thing.
No, absolutely. It's always a special thing, especially when you have like sentimental value when it comes to shooting, or even just like a real like focused like objective when it comes to doing those shoots. And I do have to like salute you on the Body of Science music video that just came out. And,
right, yeah, the main clip, the clip, yeah, the ad. It was really good.
Yeah, exactly. And so I mean, like how was it like kind of like just dealing with shooting music videos? Obviously compared to like the rest of just like family and everything around that. Like what's like the biggest differences?
But shooting they're all different. You have to approach it differently. Each thing is different. So family stuff is different. They want certain things. They want like they want more of reactions and like faces, emotion, and stuff. They don't really care for like things.
Mm-hmm.
They want the what is it, the reason, the ceremony, whatever is going on, whether it be like baptism or wedding or quince or party or birthday party or whatever. So it's all reactions, pretty much, is what they know. For music videos, it's a little tricky because you're telling a story of the song. So whatever the song represents or whatever the song is saying, you have to kind of transcribe it pretty well. Because if you don't, and it's just like a performance shot or a performance-based music video, people are really going to tune in back. They just watch it and they're like, okay, that was good. And they just keep moving on with their lives. I'm aiming for the ones that are so good and go with the song so well that you keep coming back because it's so perfect. And then eventually, later on, when you're talking to someone, hey, did you see that video? Like for the body of science, hey, did you see that video? And like people remember that video. Yeah, when the fucking drone shot went like this, and the guy was like everything like that. That's the video that I go out to make. The ones that go hand in hand with the music. If the music's dope, then the video's gotta be dope, and it's just you have to remember the video as you're remembering the song.
Yeah, dang. And so how stressed do you get when it comes to like handling the drone? Like I've always been worried for it. Yeah.
No, the drone's pretty great. I never really had a stressful thing until like they lose connection. If they lose connection, then you kind of get a little like, oh shit. But like everything I've noticed, like throughout the time that I've flown it, they don't lose connection. It just glitches. It kind of just glitches. So it's still up in the air. It's not gonna disconnect from your camera. From your phone, and it's not gonna disconnect from the remote and just fall to the ground. It's gonna stay up there until like it knows like what's up. I guess it depends on the drone you get, but it's not that stressful. I think it's stressful when you if you're first flying it, or if you're flying like near power lines or anything like that. That's where it gets a little. You have to like maneuver it a certain way.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's like one thing I've always like wondered too, especially with like music videos. With the whole camera angles and the drone work, is like, dang, like how stressed can it get? Because you have to like focus on 2 things, 3 things at once.
Yeah.
And so
you have to make sure the person's going good, and then the camera's not going to fly anywhere or hit it or anything. Yeah. I've crashed like 2 drones, I think. Both pretty big, like big losses. But the first one was broke. Like it just broke. But it wasn't broke because I broke it. It was broke because someone like ran over it. So
shit.
The second one wasn't that bad. It was like I tried to fly it off a car, and like I guess the car kind of like messed up the circuits inside and kind of just ruined like, I don't know. It made it just like, it didn't even fall. It just went, and then the propeller started moving.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so,
for sure.
Like the drone stuff's not that crazy, but it's pretty. You just have to get the hang of it. You gotta practice. Wide open space.
Yeah, definitely. There's a spot out here because I moved out to Marietta recently. I used to live in Whittier in like La Mirada area, and I moved out to Marietta about like since quarantine basically. And just last night, well, yesterday, because I'm on the hike and everything. What was it? There's this like whole land of like if you capture it at the right lighting, it's like best place for music videos from my like judgment off of it, really. But like I'll send you like a clip of like just me just mess around whatever like after the interview. I'll send it to you, and maybe like next like video you and like whoever you're gonna be working with make the drive out here and get something set up or something.
Yeah, please do.
For sure. So yeah, sorry about that. So I did see the recent video that came out for Mad Max's Southgate party, the listening party.
Right. Yeah.
And you documented the whole thing, right?
Yeah, it's like fucking 4 blocks from my house.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't know that part. So, but how did you come up with the concept like from like beginning to end, or is it like a collaborative thing that you guys like thought of together?
The documentary thing. Well, I've always wanted to do that since pretty much I started. I didn't really go out and make music videos or anything like that. I wanted to do like documentaries. So the first time, like 6 years ago or 7 years ago, I forget what year now, but back then I was setting out to like film. So I was filming like bands and stuff, and going out and documenting like them. And I probably filmed like these 2 bands for like 3-4 years. So I already had that documentary style in my head. So it wasn't really about much planning, I guess. It's just about the resources that you need. So I was lucky enough to have Mobius there, and he was shooting the other footage while I was capturing him, while I was capturing Max like at my house, because we wanted to build his presence there. And if he's there, just like it's going to be like a regular show if he's there. So we had to like have him come in later when everybody's there. So what we did was we were there early and we set everything up. Everything was perfect. And then we were like, okay, like 30 minutes before like doors open, we left and we went to my house. We were at my house, we were just waiting. They were just playing like Smash Brothers or something. And
Yeah.
then the producer came, kind of filmed them a little bit, talking, and then we went back to the show. And I was just capturing like moments before and after, because it kind of looked cool. I always like seeing like the before and after things of the shows, because it kind of it puts me in their shoes, I guess. And then I just followed him around, but I kept my distance just to kind of like make it seem like, you know, you're there but you're not really there. And then I just put the whole video together with Mobius's clips. There's like 3 camera clips, so it's like, so you see me, so in Mobius's clips you see me like here with the camera, and then you see like with the camera you see like a little stick, and you see the GoPro is right here too, so it's capturing 2 so I'm capturing 2 angles at the same time, and then Mobius is on the other side capturing like the face view, the view that you would see if you were to like be at the show.
Yeah. And
so it was like, I think multiple cameras is the way to go when you're doing that type of style.
Oh yeah, no, tremendously. I think that's like another reason why like it shined a lot more than like what it would have just with like 1 frame. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm with you on the documentary too.
He had the whole thing. He had that. He had the idea of like recording the whole show for a later release. So it would kind of go hand in hand with the video if I were to make it that way. So it kind of did. It went hand in hand together. So it's kind of cool.
Okay. Was that like the first like documentary type of a like film you done?
Not. I guess so. I guess in a way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've attempted to do more, or I've attempted to film more. You know how documentaries usually like film a lot, and then eventually they get the interviews or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, like I got the interviews or the talking segments before and after, so it wasn't really. I didn't really have to prep. But there is other things that I'm filming that I just haven't had the time to like film the interview afterwards. So there's things there, but I just haven't filmed it. There's one other video that I made kind of similar to Max's, which is Mezcal's Paramount show. It was the biggest show that he's ever done. We had it at the Paramount in Boyle Heights. It was in January, and that one had. I think that one had like 5 cameras, and we filmed this whole thing, this whole documentary style with the interviews beforehand and afterwards. Filmed them before and during the show, before he went on, like in the green room, and then afterwards with like him saying hi to all the people that came to see him and stuff. So that was really good. That one's already done. That was done before Max's, but Mezcal just hasn't like released it yet. That one's really good though. That was like an hour. Almost an hour and a half, I think.
For sure. So like this next topic right here is it's kind of like transition and stuff, but I don't know if like Hollow told me before that like I think you did work for like a Netflix like movie or series or something, or I don't know if it was you. It's just something that came in my head right now.
His buddy. I think it was his buddy. That was his friend.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's talking about.
All right. Well, my apologies on that, but yeah, but. Don't worry, but we'll still use that transition with Hollow because you guys had the Burger Buddies type of thing going on.
Yeah, Burger Buddies is fucking awesome.
Dude, legit, you have no idea how much I love burgers. Swear to God, I'm making Monterey Jack burgers today. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
That's why I was like kind of worried. I'm like, okay, if he texts me he's gonna be ready like around this time, I'm gonna have to tell him I wait till after I cook. But yeah, so
that's cool. The cool thing about that is that it wasn't gonna be a burger show. a taco show with Max, which I still plan to do, but we just haven't had time, I guess, or we don't have the money. But yeah, it was gonna be a taco show with Max, and I wasn't gonna be in the show. It was just gonna be Max going around trying out the best tacos in LA, and then something happened where he couldn't do it at that time, and I was like super pumped for that idea. So then I was like, man, like what could a show be for like someone else? Because obviously I have everybody in the crew, so it's like I think about everybody. So I was thinking about what would be the best thing if we can't do tacos. What else can we do? And then I was like, well, I really like burgers, and then I know Hollow really likes burgers too. And then
it's like, who doesn't like burgers?
I was like, hey, can we have this idea? It's kind of like Max's tacos thing, but it's like it's for burgers. And we pretty much just we go around anywhere. We pretty much get suggestions from people that say, oh, because everybody has suggestions. Everybody has that spot. Like for me, my spot is Zogo's. I love Zogo's. It's the best spot in Southgate, and I love the burgers there. So I would recommend people to come to Zogo's to try out the burgers. And I'm pretty sure you might have like a burger spot, right?
Shit, man. Well, I mean, since I moved, it's like kind of irrelevant now. But I used to.
What's your spot in Whittier?
Shit, man. Well, Whittier, I mean, you had Michael's, but it wasn't like, oh hell yeah, I want to go back. But you also had like in La Mirada.
That's where it gets a little tricky when people say things like that. It's like,
that's why.
If you want to go back, then it's not the best.
But if you want to talk about tacos, though, I mean, I got you on that.
Yeah, see, tacos is different. Everybody has tacos too. But for burgers, it's more of a I don't know. Everybody has their spot, and everybody says, "Oh, you got to go here, you got to go here," and then so that's pretty much the premise. We got to go there. We go there. We eat it, and if it's good all around, presentation, space, place, fucking the food, the burger, the wait time, everything. If it's all perfect, then that's the spot that everybody should go to.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm like a big like hole in the wall fan when it comes to like meals and stuff, and like really like
I want to check like the main chains, but like the main chains aren't really that popping as much. They're kind of factory made type of thing. You got to go to like the secret ones, the gyms, the jumbos, Dan's, James's spot, whatever the spot is, whatever it's called.
If it looks like if it feels like I'm gonna be kind of like roast out after eating it, then I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to taste the bacteria on that meat sometimes. Like either that or it has to be like really fresh meat, and like that's just my thing. That's why like in La Habra, if you ever want asada fries, you have to go to Mr. Albert's. It's a clear difference from Alberto's, but Mr. Albert's in La Habra, I promote him. I promote them all the time. But yeah, best asada fries for sure, hands down. But
it's all burgers are a subject.
Yeah, very true, very true. What about hot wings, man? Like, where's your mind on that?
Wings, I don't really eat wings as much as I do, as I would want to. I usually just go to Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings, but I think Wingstop has been pretty great recently.
For sure. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of talk like about like Alondras and stuff. Sorry, like as you can tell, I'm pretty hungry, so that's why we have like a 5-minute conversation.
No idea. I only know those two Wingstop. I don't know anything else.
For sure. Cool, man. Well, so are you like officially like EOTR, or you just like collaborate with them a lot?
Yeah, I'm officially in there. I think my title changes like every other day, but I'm officially in the crew.
Okay.
I've been in the crew for like years.
Okay. Well, you get jumped in, or do you like sign up online?
No, we were. Well, I'm in the crew. I'm in Soul Providers, and
okay, yeah.
We were. I guess all of us were simultaneously kind of like coming up on shows. So I know for me and Val, we were here in Southgate. We didn't know anything about shows. We were just in our little bubble, our little city bubble, and then all of a sudden we found out this show was happening, and then this show was happening, and then we started to go, and then I guess at that time Hollow was going to shows, and he was performing at shows, and Kilotech was going to shows, he was performing, Mescal was kind of performing, Max was performing, fucking Kiddo was Kiddo barely started, I think, at that point. I think I met Kiddo, and she wasn't Kiddo yet, which was kind of weird. And then Zay we knew since high school, so that was kind of cool. And then, I think the first one that we were just like, we knew because we were on shows together so much was Max. And like, it got to the point where we were like, we would, get hit up for the show. We get on the show. We see the flyer. If we see someone on the flyer that we recognize, we're like, all right, cool. We fucking know that guy. And it was always Max. Like, we'd always see Max on the show. We were like, all right, cool. We could just kick it with Max. And then it was like, sometimes it would be Hollow, sometimes it would be Tech, sometimes it would be Zay. And then we were all kind of just hanging out together. And then we obviously all knew each other. Like, I knew this guy and this guy and this guy. And then this guy hung out with this guy. And we all kind of just started hanging out together. And then, we were all just hanging out together. We were all at shows at the same time. And it just kind of just rolled into that. And at that time, I was filming pros for like Platform Collection. And these were live episodes, live performances. So I got Max, Hollow, and Mezcal. Those were the first time that I ever met Max and Mezcal. I had met Hollow like months before, and then after that, I met up with Zay, and then Zay told me that this other girl was coming, and then this girl turned out to be Kiddo, and Kiddo was like just fucking, this chick that just didn't rap like that, but she was trying to or something, and then we all kind of just hung out, just kind of went together, and we were at shows together. We were always together, and it just kind of was like, I think I forgot when it was exactly, or what moment it was exactly, but it got to the point where we were like, yeah, this is a group, this is our crew, this is our family. And it's so funny when people like have groups like that, and they're always saying like, yeah, we're family, we're fucking, we're a family. Nah, like fucking this this is a family. Like we are either always together or separated, obviously, because the whole thing. But we're always talking to each other, messaging each other, calling each other. We are east of the river. That's what we are.
No, that's beautiful, man. See, I love like origin stories like that. It's always been a thing for me, and
it has to be natural.
Yeah, for sure.
It has to come natural.
Exactly. So so I didn't know that you were part of social providers from the start. Honestly, I don't know if just because I didn't do enough research on it personally, but tell me a little more about like how that even came together.
Me and Zachary have been best friends since we were like 5, so that was always there. We left hip hop, since like middle school, since when I found out, and then I guess gradually I was showing Val like, check this song out, and then he started listening to more, and then at the time we had another member, and his name was Satso, and then he started listening to more and more, and then we all started listening together, and then I think a little bit after high school, like 2011, I think, like 2 years after high school, we all started kind of like, I think it was in December. I know that it was in December 2010. We were at the park. We were just drinking, and then all of a sudden, like, Thoughts put on like this beat, this random ass beat, and then they started like freestyling. And I first had my camera, so I was taking pictures of them, and they were just freestyling, and I was like, oh shit, they know how, that's crazy. And then they started like rapping, and then they started rapping again, and then by January we had like we bought a mic, and Thatso bought an MPC, and then Val bought like a little notepad to start writing his lyrics, and then I think by like March, I think we were already done with like our first mixtape, because we were like so driven and we wanted to do whatever we wanted. And then after that was like another one, and I can think like a year later we dropped like SoCal, and then after SoCal we dropped Ashes to Ashes, and then after Ashes to Ashes it started getting I think it started getting a little bit more of a serious like let's build the presence type of thing. So we made Bus Stop Blues, and I really like Bus Stop Blues. That was probably like my favorite thing, and that one actually felt like we were becoming like known, I guess, in a sense. And after that one was I think it was Love Notes, and then after Love Notes was Soul, and then Soul, that's when we met everybody. That's when we met everybody in the crew, and then we were starting promoting. We went to all over LA, Santa Ana, to Oxnard, we we went to Utah with On a High Note and all them. We did a bunch of stuff that year, or that year and a half or 2 years. And then after that, we had enough resources to meet other people, and then we met Cookbook from LA Symphony, and he was the producer of the whole thing because Thotso he had a little family thing, so he couldn't really make any more beats anymore. So yeah, we had Cookbook for Soulful, and then Soulful dropped like 2 years ago almost, like a month ago. It was like it's been like 2 years and a month. But since then we've been making music. It's just Val's in school, and he's trying to be a professor, and he's in UCLA now, so things are a little bit more busy for him. So we have to work when he's not in school.
Okay, so it's still like a 3-man like group then.
I'm sorry? It's I think it's just me and him now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's just me and him now.
All right, cool, man. Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to dip into that because one thing that I've been doing with practically everybody I've been interviewing is we're gonna get like an in-person one when quarantine lifts or whenever we find something. And then I just think that it would give us like even more of a content to even like give out for like a in-person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this whole like FaceTime thing like works out fine, but like I love like like getting real reactions, and you can kind of pick up off of that and ricochet anywhere from there. Dang. So there's this thing on the show that I do, with the whole quarantine thing even going on right now. It's been extended. Let's just say it gets extended out for the rest of the year, and for some reason the Wi-Fi fucks up. You only have 3 options to listen to, whether it's rapper, band, singer, whatever. Who are you gonna be rocking with for the rest of the year?
I think People Under the Stairs have an extensive catalog that I have not dipped in. I think Dance Gavin Dance is pretty great. I think I would probably listen to them a lot because they're great. Let's see, third, they're probably Queen. Queen probably.
Okay. That's actually a diverse catalog right there.
Yeah. When I think with hip hop you kind of get over it after a while.
Yeah.
But with like bands or like music like that, like Dance Gavin Dance or like Queen or anything, I think like you every time you listen, you hear a different instrument, I guess. Like this time could have been the lyrics, the next time could have been the bass, the next time could have been the drums. Like fucking the way he fucking does this part,
Yeah.
Every time you listen, you kind of listen to different things.
No, I totally understand with that one, especially even with like the newer music coming out. It's like kind of like experimental like hip hop, and so that's why you have like those dudes like going all like mosh pit headbanging shit, and which I listen to that sometimes and stuff, but like. But you also have like the like the Blink 182 mix type of hip hop. So it's like everyone's just like mixing everything with hip hop. So it's like newer sounds is you kind of just got to roll with it sometimes. If not, then it's just not for you. Someone else likes it. So it's like I've always understood that part of the hip hop game because it can get like it can begin to sound the same after a while.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man. I just got a notification. About the next one.
Oh shit!
I was like, what the hell?
Hey, wow!
How are you working?
What can I say, man? Sometimes you just gotta be at 2 places at once.
That was good.
Shit, man. So 2025, man. Where do you see yourself at?
Oh fuck! That's 5 years from now. Jesus. Who knows? I always think of things differently. I'm hoping to have a home. I know. I'm hoping to have a studio building for ourselves. I'm hoping for a lot of things. I'm hoping the guys are pretty much, where they want to be, and I'm just there capturing it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of there's a lot of moving parts for everybody, so it's kind of fun being in this big ass group and like everybody's succeeding in everything they want to do. So it's fun seeing it all come alive, and just being a part of it is pretty great. Like even if I'm not filming or even if I'm not capturing it, I'm still kind of like I'm still there, I guess. Like
Yeah.
kind of creative director of everything, kind of making sure everything like runs smoothly. So I'm excited. You know, for me, you know, I'll be somewhere I want to be. Hopefully in 5 years, and I'll see everybody else around me kind of succeeding as well. Hopefully.
No, absolutely. I mean, like the way that you guys all like kind of move, it's really believable that to see you guys actually like go further than what you guys would probably think. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, because Viva, you know, coming up with the drive-in concert and stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
never heard of that before, so that was actually really really interesting to even witness.
Yeah, that's a little test too. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
funny.
for sure. And,
It's a little test. It's a test for like a bigger and better things, I guess.
mhm.
Hopefully it runs smoothly. I think it's today.
Huh. Okay. Sure. And then you know, so I also do this thing where you know, I get in these moods and I want like, you know, the right songs to fit into the playlist. Sometimes it can be a new song, sometimes it just like another song that I haven't put in the playlist. But it could be anywhere from like a road trip to like a first date, when you're sad, all the different things. You know what I'm saying? And I just think you know, I guess a song that gets you like kind of like pumped, you know, get you energized. Like what song would you kind of throw in that kind of playlist?
Um, fuck man, I was just listening to one too. The song that gets me pumped. There's so many.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. I like Crash from Schoolboy Q. I like that one right now. I like American Boy from Estelle and Kanye West.
That is like an underrated song, even though it was on the radio for a long time, but it's
Yeah.
still like an underrated song to me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one probably the most. There's a few other ones that are like super pumped right now. I like Russ's song with some girl. I just found it too. Or not just found it, but I found it recently.
Well, like Bia,
I'm sorry?
Russ and Bia.
Yeah, the one with Bia, I think.
Yeah, Best on Earth, right?
Yeah, I was like, fuck, that's so good.
Dude, she's hard, man. I'm not gonna lie, like both of them were crazy, but like Bia's song, I forgot the fucking name, man. But it sounds like a rebirth of Rihanna on one of her songs on the latest album.
Perfect explanation. Yeah, she delivered it so well. If you hear the song and like then you watch the video after, you're like, damn, this is so perfect. Like the video goes hand in hand with the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of songs though. I really like Prof. Prof right now is fucking dope to me.
Oh, from Rhyme Sayers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a few videos out, few songs out that I really enjoy that get me pretty pumped.
Okay.
There's a bunch. There's a good amount. There's a good amount.
Shit. So, what's it called? Do we have any like upcoming releases or like any upcoming news you would like to release? This is probably not gonna be out for like another month, so you know anything like between that time or a little after.
I'm hoping Mezcal's Paramount video is already out and released. I'm hoping there's a few things that are ready to go. They just haven't been released. There's this video for Kiddo that we just made that we spent, or not just, but we've had ready, and that one's really really good. I'm hoping everybody sees it, but I'm hoping it's out by that time, or it's about to be out. It's called Off the Ground. So I'm hoping it's out by then. It's like really good. It's frustrating because you want everybody to see it already, but it's not out yet. There's a few other things like that. With the whole quarantine, I kind of don't have much like recent stuff, so it kind of sucks. But my vlogs are coming out. They come out every other week, so hopefully, I think I'll have the Europe series done by then.
Okay.
We went to Europe almost like last year in a week, I think, and we were out there for 10 days, and we went to Paris, Barcelona, Rotterdam, and Amsterdam, and then we went back home.
For sure. Well, I mean, can we touch on Europe real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, let alone Amsterdam being like the last vlog for the Burger Buddies and such. Like, what was like some of the highlights of the whole like experience even being out there?
The whole being out there in Europe. First off, it's fucking expensive to travel. Like it's extremely way more expensive than you think or initially thought. I guess because everything is it's different, obviously. For Paris, Paris was kind of filled with like snooty like people, so they have an attitude, I guess, which sucks. But I guess like I guess that's why Americans hate them so much. But
Possibly.
I mean, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. It was a great city. Obviously, it's a great city. It's a great country. I mean, I love that video's coming out on Monday. Actually, my Paris one.
Okay.
But the Eiffel Tower is by far the most like amazing structure, sculpture, whatever the fuck it is. It's amazing. Like everybody has to experience being in front of the Eiffel Tower, because I was in front of it. I lied down and I was just looking up at it because it was crazy. It was crazy to be in front of something that was constructed over 100 years ago. People probably died like making it, and just being in front of it, like, dude, it's so insane. For Paris, that was the highlight. Barcelona's pretty cool. It's kind of like they speak kind of Spanish, so you kind of feel like at home, I guess, in a sense. And it's similar. It's a little bit more colorful, but it's a little similar to kind of like home, I guess. Rotterdam and Amsterdam. Rotterdam is a little bit like a little tame version of Amsterdam, so it's nice. It's nice. It's nice Europe type of country. It's pretty sweet. That was really cool. All of them have different things, but like Amsterdam is probably my favorite. But all of them have different like things that are pretty standoffish. Like they have different things that make it like good. Rotterdam's pretty crazy. Pretty cool actually. But yeah, Amsterdam is probably my favorite one of the whole trip. It was the one that we spent the least time in, but it was like it had like a shit ton of history there. Like we went to Anne Frank's house, and I had no idea Anne Frank lived there at that. The whole story, the whole book that all that stuff.
Yeah.
It happens there. I had zero clue that was there. Like,
that's wild.
So we went. First time it was insane. Everybody took drugs right before. I didn't. We were
well, you guys hit one of those coffee shops with the mushrooms?
Yeah, they did.
Damn, dude, that's like one of the only reasons why I want to go to Amsterdam, just to try that out.
Everybody said the same thing. I think some of them did, some of them didn't, obviously. But we were there. We were walking up. We were trying to find it, and it was like a few blocks from the from where we were staying. Where we were staying at. Yeah. And like walking up, I don't know if it was me, but like it started getting quiet, like just like all you hear is the wind type of setting, right? And you're walking up, and it's all lonely. It's just there. There's a little plaque outside that says Anne Frank's house, this time to this time, or whatever, this day to this day, this year to this year, and like I made it very like I wanted to like be there, right? So I stood there in front of it, and I kind of like closed my eyes. And I was like kind of drowning out my friends, and all I heard was like the wind, like, and then I would hear like people's feet. So you would hear, and I was like, damn, that's so fucking crazy, because that's what she probably heard.
Yeah.
Like soldiers just knocking on doors, breaking them down, dude, like it was so crazy to be there, like. To see the whole thing and everything else. Everything else after that was cool as hell too. The red light district was kind of fun, seeing all these little shops and food spots. Is where you had the burger buddies there. Yeah, that was cool as fuck. That was a really cool experience to be there.
Okay.
I don't smoke or do drugs or anything, so I wasn't doing that. So, but I'm assuming that would be pretty cool for anybody else who want to do it.
Hell yeah! God damn. See, I'm like excited for like a part like when we do the part 2 on this thing right here for sure, because like after this whole thing, looking more into everything going on, and probably have a lot more content to even like get into. For sure.
Please do. That'd be
great. Sure, man. Well, yeah, just like a intro, I don't have an outro either, but I do go by Tony Oddball. This is an odd conversation with a very special guest.
Mighty Muds.
For sure. Oh, one more thing before you dip out. I'm not gonna put this on the record or nothing like that, but what's it called? Do you think that you guys are gonna like try to create like a East of the River documentary?